Use runes on the world of Rune.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian. Today I'm playing with Celeste, Rune Knight. Celeste is a commander that wants you to have creatures enter the battlefield from your graveyard, because whenever you do, you get +1/+1 counters on all of your creatures. Celeste also puts cards in your graveyard by letting you discard as many cards as you like when she enters play, and then drawing that many cards +1. Even if you don't have any cards you want to discard, you still get some card advantage off her, making her a very helpful card in Mardu. And the cards you can put in your graveyard can be things that can bring themselves out of the graveyard, like cards with Escape, Flage as well, another great card. Same with Croxa, these cards that take themselves out of the graveyard, or cards that just self-reanimate like Bloodghast and Reassembling Skeleton, or of course, cards that enter the graveyard and then leave the graveyard as part of combos. In Celeste, the best cards that you can run are Putrid Goblin and Obstinate Gargoyle, two cards with Persist, which you can combo with as long as you have a sacrifice outlet. And that sacrifice outlet can deal more damage, grow your creatures, and get you, well, recurring creature damage, which is very strong from Celeste Rune Knight. If you're putting in things like Blood Artist, which I'm not running in this deck, you can get even more pings off those creatures dying. Or you can build more around just bringing things back from the graveyard, which Celeste's partner, Terra, is wonderful for. You can also play kind of the equivalent cards from in-universe, Alacia, and of course, Alacia, to do more reanimation. And since there's so many legendary creatures in this deck, Tishar can also do some work bringing things back from the grave. Things that leave and re-enter play, as long as it's from the graveyard, also work, so Luminous Broodmoth is another engine that you can use for Celeste. You can also just cast things from your graveyard using Sarah Paragon or Luris to get more triggers. And on top of that, this is a Mardu aggro deck. We've got combos, we've got aggro, and we've got the Mardu that Mar does. So let's take Celeste into queue and start bringing back our friends from beyond the grave. Arvad, Weatherlight Smuggler, will grow as creatures die even if he's in the graveyard, which means they're probably an Orzhov sacrifice deck, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. I've never seen him as commander. Ooh, do I want to keep this Woe Starter? I have another sacrifice outlet here. Gives me something to, like, bring back, do things with. Yeah, I'll drop that. I have other 3-drops. Oh, hey, Soren. Soren of House Markov is going to die. A symmetrical sacrifice, the Accursed Marauder, and Soren will take each other's lives. Oh, hey, Terra. You could maybe bring some of these back. I could also threaten a Forge Fire here. If they have a creature, this would be bringing it back, but it's not a May. So I'll play Terra instead. So Terra's the other commander from this deck. And I would say she's the better commander. And a lot of it's just because she's a self-enabling engine. Now, Celeste does put cards in the graveyard, but she doesn't bring them back. Terra, however, brings things back and puts the cards in the graveyard, giving me options of what to bring out here, except I'm going to get maraudered. Yeah, eye for an eye. Very fair. I could play Celeste, fill up the graveyard, or I could go for Forge Fire, Guide of Souls. I kind of like that. Gain 1 life, get 1 energy. Set myself up, potentially, for success. See if they'll pay the 6. Yeah, grabbing this Putrid Goblin would be great, because then once I get a sacrifice outlet out, I essentially have a way to infinitely buff my team. And there's my sacrifice outlet. There's another one. I'll just take it. If creatures die, like, they like that. So I'm very much not wanting that to happen. So Putrid Goblin. Ooh, and an Unearth. So I can't get Celeste and the sacrifice piece out here? Or can I? Woe Strider. No, Woe Strider. Ah, but they have 2 blockers. Darn it. I'm actually discarding none. Just draw a card. Still doing this. Because this cares about power. And then I can... Oh, wait, no, I can fly. Guys, I forgot. I can fly. All right, so this is what's going to happen. We sacrifice a putrid goblin. It persists, which means that when it enters, it comes in with a -1/-1 counter if it didn't already have one. And since a +1/+1 counter counters a -1/-1 counter, we grow, and we grow, and we grow one at a time, bit by bit. It's happening. Now, I just need to get one of my creatures that can attack, one of these, to be 16 power, which does mean I have to do this a lot. I'm sorry. I promise. I'm clicking. I'm clicking, okay? I'm doing the thing. I wonder if I can just press spacebar for some of these. Let's see. Yeah, all right. That, submit. I'm trying to see which of these will accept spacebar for. But if I accidentally press spacebar too many times, that's bad. Almost done. And you'll get an additional +2/+2. Yeah, I don't have to get fully to 16. I just need to get to 14. So one more loop. Technically, I could also go like one less and just hope they don't have a way to gain life right away. All right, go to combat, swing in. Oh my god, it believes it can fly. Make it huge and it goes in the sky. Die. And that's the Celeste combo. It exists. It's what sets her apart from the rest. GG. The Gitrog Ravenous Ride. This hand is pretty nice, but it has a weird issue of if I want to play a turn 1 Ragavan, I gotta get rid of Venom Pakal. It's the only red source that I've got. Unless, of course, I draw a red source. Or just another red card to exile. Gitrog Ravenous Ride. It cares about high power creature. It sacrifices those to draw that many cards and put some lands into hand. Look at that! A red source. I could just use that then. Perfect. I could have also gone for, I guess, Hectize this turn. Don't feel I need it. Don't feel I need to use this Chrome Mox either, so I'm just gonna chill. I'm probably exiling Speedbrood Stalker, even though it's good removal. Depending on how I feel. I might drop the Hectize. Oh, they are ramping. They might be able to play Gitrog next turn, and it does have haste, so they can just, like, bot me for mad damage. Oh, Alex, thank you for the sub. Thank you for subscribing. Ooh, Chthonian Nightmare. Let's go. I'm going to use Chrome Mox. Dropping Hectize. Playing Venom Pakal, because I want her out pre-combat. Swinging in, monkey business. Let's go. That's a black market connections. Can't cast it. That's fine. Getting the Venom Pakal to start growing is more important to me. And if one of these, I don't know, dies in combat, we can bring it back. Using these gnomes as fodder. Celeste will like that. Celeste likes that a lot. I'll also have enough mana for Speedbrood Stalker, so if they leave back something big as a blocker... No, they don't. I get rid of it. Ooh, Birds of Paradise. Why are you so careful? Oh, it's Toxic Deluge. Well, now I don't have anything to sacrifice for this. What are you doing with your remaining mana? You're stealing my Venom Pakal? Speedbrood Stalker. You get that thing back in my graveyard where it belongs. Here comes the frog. Well, you can't block, so you might as well swing in. Nothing to sacrifice. Nothing got saddled. I could sacrifice Gargoyle, bring back Pakal. I kind of like that. So I think I will play the Obstinate Gargoyle, bring out Chthonian Nightmare. I'd rather do this with Celeste out, but you know, you do what you got. And what you got is a desire to have more gnomes. Go big, or go gnome. Obstinate Gargoyle is a persist creature, which means if we get a free sacrifice outlet, we can repeatedly sacrifice it in order to get Celeste buffing every single creature over and over and over and over and over. They've got landfall. Are you going to eat the Tireless Provisioner? No, are you going to eat the Topiary Stomper? Yeah, that's a good dinosaur to eat. They swing in. I can't prevent damage. I can prevent some damage, but, like, not enough. They go yum, 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 tasty. If there's any lands, they can put them into play tapped, triggering this Tireless Provisioner, maybe making more treasure, maybe making some food. Okay, one more treasure, one more food. And they have no more lands in hand, so Forceful Cultivator only costs 2, and they get another land from their deck. Which means they get another treasure, so they can eat this delicious snack. Dang, I wish I had one more mana here. Everybody in. That are like, I really want to kill Land and Pakal, or do I just want to try to go for lethal? Sadly, all I have in the graveyard there is the monkey. Yep. And I can loop that twice. So we do X equals 1. Sacrificing Speedbrood Stalker. Chthonian Nightmare. This time X equals 5. And we bring back the Speedbrood Stalker. Take away some of this. I'd actually be hitting, I think, Provisioner over Gitrog, since it's a pretty decent blocker combined with this. And yeah, stopping them from doing the thing. GG. Tatyova Benthic Druid, going to be drawing cards, gaining life, and playing lands. I've got Turn 1 Ragavan, so this is a keep. I also have a sacrifice outlet and a persist creature. Or, like, Luminous Gargoyle, or Luminous Brood Moth to do Mothra things. I forgot to press the Apply Styles button, so this is not Mothra. But in my heart, still Mothra. Alright, Ragavan, you ready to ramp a van? Forceful Cultivator. Aw, man. That can block. Or can it? I don't have a card I really want to discard here, so I'll just pay life. Monkey time. But something this did tell me is that they don't have another land in hand because they cast it for 2 mana. Settle the Wilds. Okay, getting another land. And a card that costs 4 in hand. Specifically a permanent, right? Yep, permanent spells. Okay, a Sink into Stupor. Nothing for me to hit off that. I'll name Human. And play this human. I will drop the Stitcher's Supplier. Cool. In next turn, I'm set up to make an infinitely large Ragavan and Celeste. That's why I didn't use this treasure up. So if they only have 1 blocker, I should win. Should. Fingers crossed. That ain't no creature. Alright, let's do this. I also just can keep yeeting them damage. I don't even need that big. Yeah, that's true. So here's a Goblin Bombardment. Here's a Goblin with which to bombard. We yeet it at their face. It will come back with a -1/-1 counter, then get a +1/+1 counter. Which means it won't have one, so I can sacrifice it again. It's gonna take a while. If you want to concede, opponent, it's all right. I don't feel like I, super need to do this every time. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Good game. Tatyova can keep up. Tifa Lockhart. I'm going to want some serious removal. I have some good removal for her here, but typically they are able to protect her because the name of the game with Tifa is hitting all at once. Each time a land enters, you double her power. That's right, double. It's a lot. Let me grab my elegant parlor here and see what I got on top. Okay, Woe Strider I could either keep on top or put in a graveyard. I'll put it in the graveyard for now. It is nice to have like the free sacrifice, but I kind of want to make sure I have 4 lands. Tifa though, yeah, she's scary because she gets huge and she does like do a very good job protecting herself. I could Triumph the bird. I would rather try to use removal on Tifa, have them use up a protection spell, and then we use Flage to kill her after. Yes, this is a deck that is usually like landfall with Tifa as like one of the main pieces. I'm gonna go for the Flage and just kill Birds of Paradise. Bop it. Hoping I get a land so I can meat hook the rest. Ugh! Hawk. Puck is going to double up their lands, which will double up their landfall. So Field of Ruin becomes 2 Fields of Ruin. And unfortunately, Puck is outside of a Meat Hook Massacre range anyway. So I'm going to just kill him here. I could discard a card to feed my graveyard. That's actually not the worst for me here. Since I have Flage and Woe Strider. But instead, serious monkey business. Ook, ook. It's got 2 power, so it could potentially trade with Tifa. Or get me a 4th mana. What do you mean protection? I need to hit you to make treasure for my monkey. Well, all right then. Warren Soul Trader, a free sacrifice outlet, that lets me turn Ragavan into a treasure. Yes, Ragavan, I'll treasure you forever. And by treasure you forever, I mean turn you into a treasure. Paying 1 life to kill things. I shouldn't say it's a free sacrifice outlet. It costs life, but the fact that it turns life into mana is like kind of huge. There are some combos you can do with this in various decks. Okay, you got boots. You want to swing in? You have 1 mana and 2 power. Now you have 2 mana and 2 power. I don't know why. I don't think you're gonna go for it. Verdant Catacombs. I'm just grabbing a swamp here. Swamp. Going to swing in with Ragavan. Eat my delicious monkey snack. And see if I can wipe out Tifa here. Now, they could give her an additional, like, toughness with a snakeskin veil. That would be real rough for me. But I may as well try it. 1 ring gets the more cards drawn. And the Meat Hook Massacre resolves. Excellent work. Now, I should probably still leave back the Soul Trader as a potential blocker since they do have haste. I'm not going to use the treasure here because I'd rather use it with Sun Titan. Here's Tifa with the boots. Stop having protection. I do have ways to get around this. I actually had a really great game against a Tifa earlier where I was looping Marauder against it, so they were forced to sacrifice Tifa each turn. Didn't get much damage in. They got like 1 8-power swing in. Not enough. Tifa's out here having a boot riot. Ooh, are you going in this turn? Okay, I'll take 5. 5 ain't bad. I did just get a land. Perfect. So I'd love to do like Celeste before these things, but since this is a repeatable reanimator, I'm bringing out Sun Titan. Sun Titan, would you like to grab me a land? Maybe a Woe Strider? Flay just for 3 damage to face, or Warren Soul Trader once again. I'm gonna go with Woe Strider. Whoa! Well, I'm being told that my my Twitch stream went down for a second there. It's okay, because I don't know what caused it. It's Comcast's fault. It was always Comcast's fault. Always has been. Always will be. Ooh, Arena of Glory. I could give Celeste haste. I could give this haste. Yeah, you have vigilance. Let's go. I'll just discard everything, as we do. Maybe I'll keep Chainer since it lets me reanimate. Aww, kitten. I want the kitten out so it gets the counter here. And in we go. Woo, who am I feeling? Flage will get me the life gain. I'm down with that. It'll also trigger Meathook Massacre. Hi, I'm Flage. I deal 3 damage to your face and gain 3 life. We love Lightning Helix here. I was also considering Arena of Glorying Phage. But I want to use my commander. Does Tifa become indestructible? Does Tamio give her a little boost this turn? She sure does. And they even gain some life off it. So something very helpful about Ocelot Pride is that it has First Strike, which means that unless they increase Tifa's toughness, she will die in combat to Ocelot Pride or make her indestructible. Though oftentimes with the big Tifa turns, what you want to do is you do want to increase her power and toughness. Use a giant growth before you, I don't know, ruin her. They could use both Field of Ruins this turn. Tifa's very good. Uh-oh, that's a harrow. It's 8, and they did get above 3 toughness. I think, unfortunately, that means I'm almost dead. Hold up, 1 sec. Guys, I forgot. I have a Meathook Massacre out. A 1... I didn't see this before because they had to lose the life from the 1 ring. I just have Lethal Meathook. Bye, Celeste. Perfect. Bye-bye, Tifa. Helga, Skittish, Seer. Helga is going to be, well, generating a ton of mana. Is going to be causing me a lot of problems. And probably coming out on turn 2 if they have a good start. Helga is one of those cards that you should be afraid of because she gains life, draws cards, and scales in mana. And if you mutate on her, she'll make even more mana. I've got potentially like a Solar Transformer on turn 1. I could go for like Chrome Mox, but since I have so few spells in hand, colored spells, I'm just gonna play Guide of Souls and move on with my life. That's one of those, if I play Solar Transformer and on turn 2, or on turn with Chrome Mox, I can play Celeste right away, discard my entire hand, and just try to find better cards. It would be rushing out to the commander, but I'm not actually sure how useful it would be. Oh, also, I just realized I wouldn't have untapped mana, so wouldn't quite work. Hi, Helga. Do you have ramp on turn 1? Nice Squall. Okay, so they're ramping. They could potentially play her. I got 2 different reanimation spells. Nice. I am actually going to use Chrome Mox on Sevine's Reclamation. Play the Solar Transformer. And next turn, I can Unburial Rites that Sun Titan. I would certainly not mind that. Even if it doesn't have anything to bring back, I do not mind that. It's an incredibly good card. Or, you know what? I'll start with Celeste. Put something that costs 3 or less into my graveyard. Draw a card. Awesome. Okay, good. Because that also got me removal for next turn, which I'm happy about. Hey, Beza. Beza's gonna give us a kiss. Gaining some life. Yeah, gaining life. Because they used a fetch land there. And not drawing any cards, right? Yeah, they have way more cards in hand. It got them a treasure. Spirit. What spirit are you casting? Oh, call me Bamboo Groves. Sure, put another land into play. Yeah, this person clearly loves Squall. They got the Squall avatar, too. Which, like, vibes. I feel it. I vibe. So I'm going to go Sun Titan. Sun Titan is going to bring back Warren Soul Trader. Yes, please. We're going to buff things up. I'm actually going to immediately... Oh, wait. I'm going to attack in first. Pay my energy. Make Celeste huge. Hit them in the face. Sacrifice the Guide of Souls. And use the treasure for a bitter triumph to kill Helga. Bam. Okay, awesome. And what a way to win! GG, Helga. Guide of Souls, get lost, we've got removal, I've got all my colors, I've got a sacrifice outlet. I even have, potentially, reanimation. But we're up against Vivien. And Vivien is very scary, because he is going to be growing, dealing direct damage to us. And, well, generating mana. I do not know why he does it all, but by golly, he does do it all. I'm gonna grab this Sacred Foundry. That will give me access to a mountain, so this comes in untapped. And white mana for turn 1 for Guide of Souls. And Lightning Bolt. I do not have a Guide of Souls, but now I do have something to reanimate. I like that. I can either hold the Get Lost. I don't think Vivi's coming out until next turn. Or like the turn after that. So I'll just play the Sacrifice Outlet, Goblin Bombardment. I actually drew 2 of my Sacrifice Outlets here, which is a little unusual. That discounts their spells. That's cool, that's cool. Let's play Warren Soul Trader. I do not have other creatures to sacrifice, so all I have is the Bombardment for bombarding. The Free sacrifice outlets like this are very important because of the persist combos in this deck. You need ways to just freely be able to sacrifice or semi-freely be able to sacrifice. Good news, they didn't have a free spell to follow up with here, so I should be able to use this Virtue. Actually, one sec. Making sure I'm leaving up the white. Cool. And they left. Okay. Sure. The Speed Demon. Gotta go fast when it comes to bringing your speed up to maximum. The higher your speed, the more cards you draw, but also the more life you lose. Oh, I'm being duressed. Well, I'm under duress, except my head is too empty to even acknowledge it. I don't even notice. It's like it wasn't even there at all. Since they seem to want to cast non-creature spells, I'll start with an Esper Sentinel. Yeah, this deck is mostly creatures because Celeste. There are some, like, spells to bring back creatures. But this early in the game, I wouldn't be using them anyway. A Guide of Souls. I'm going to use the Verdant Catacombs here to get a Blood Crypt. Excellent. Ragavan. Gain a life, swinging for 1. Somebody's asking in chat if there's going to be an Alchemy Final Fantasy in the future. There's not. There's not going to be Alchemy releases for any of the universes beyond, which does mean that there's the potential to have it for Spider-Man, because Spider-Man's not actually going to be Spider-Man in Arena. For anybody who hasn't heard about it, it's a whole thing. It's a really stupid thing. But it is a thing nonetheless. Ruby Collector. I'm playing that first to see what I get off this Ragavan. But still get my Mox Ruby. Ooh, a Cackling Observer. That's actually a great card. It lets me see their hand. Show me your secrets. I get to permanently exile one of these cards. Okay, Rankle's Prank, while I'm ahead, is pretty good. They could steal or they could kill one thing. I'm going to hit Prank. So that's just gone forever. When this leaves, they will get another card that costs 3 or less. Yeah, Alchemy Spider-Man, Arachno Hero. We don't know what it's going to be. We just know it's going to have legally not Spider-Man cards. So why not do an Alchemy set? Oh, good grief. I guess you hit Luris here? Bye, Luris. Okay, I have to, like, see how much damage do I have with just pumping from this. 1, 2, up to 3 pumps, which would mean X, 9, 12, 15 on top of 16, 17, 18. Okay, yeah, we just... All right, Ruby Collector, we're a Mardu aggro deck. You know what that means. We do Mardu aggro. I probably should have also, like, Accursed Marauder, but, like... We attack. It's a great card. They go to 1, and then Phyrexian Arena says, oops. A little bit of card draw for me. You can't pay life if you don't have life to give. GG, Speed Demon. It's Aerith with the gains. Whenever they gain life, they will be putting a +1/+1 counter on Aerith, a traditional Pride Mate. Except she's self-enabling. She has lifelink. And if she dies, you can share her counters with all the other legendary creatures you have, making them even stronger. Boop. I like that I have Ocelot Pride and a Johnny here. Classic modern gameplay here. It is, in fact, Eris with the steel chair. You can either put this in the kind of legendaries life gain or just a life gain deck. It's a little tricky because you sort of want to do both. Picking out my Oss a little. Cherith Painsboro. Real. She's gonna get huge. Yeah. I won't be able to deal damage because I don't have a red permanent. Doesn't matter. Cats. Aerith's getting even bigger. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. Swinging in. A cat will die! But the cat will come back the very next day. But wait! They had a trick! It's solitude! Okay, smart move! Smart move! I'm still bringing back the cat. I want tokens. Well, token. Singular. Dear Lord, she's huge. Yeah, I remember with my Aerith deck, I got a lot of kills with, with just dealing 50 damage to somebody using the... Wow. Wrong order, but sure. Using Aetherflux Reservoir. I could play Celeste, but I don't have cool reanimation yet. So I'm going to set up some reanimation. Whenever something with a higher mana value than Ocelot Pride dies on my side of the board, this will come back from the graveyard. That's a big lady. Yes, this person appears to be, by the way, like, purely in the life gain, not leaning into the legendaries part, which I found was actually the stronger version of the deck. But it was less interesting. It felt like every other mono-white life gain deck, so rough. Put it in the graveyard so I have the chance to maybe bring it back. I guess I'll exile her. She has ward 1. Oh. I can do both. It's worth it. Lotho. Upon casting this, I get the treasure. Getting rid of Soul Warden would also be great. But first, Aerith. She's gone. They can play her again if they get one more mana. They've done all of this on 4 lands. Yeah, Tifa and Aerith get so much stronger than Cloud. It's because we're gamers. Alright, I'm going to block the Ruin Lurker bat with my bat, which should bring back my little axolotl. Stop gaining life! Dang it, lady. Cut that out. Discarding this land. Looking for something better. I'll probably use that on one of these. I'm straight out of flyers, which... Congratulations, me. Hi, I'd like to gain 1 life. I swung in with the Kami as well, hoping that they would block both. They didn't, but I get some cats, which means they gain more life. They're at 74 life. A normal amount of life to have. Oh, Bebop! Hotties Bebop, thank you for the sub. I'm getting bodied by angels. If I get some more removal, that might need to go. But I'm just dead in the air next turn. Okay. Calculating. Calculating. Reprieving. Deceiving. Believing. Ow. They have approximately life. good. Oh, wait. This is perfect. Nice. Just attacking. Please. Yes, end the game with the perfect life total. Now that's a good game right there. Nice. Davriel Soul Broker. Davriel is going to be playing strong black cards, including some mono black combos, discounting their cards, making so they gain life as they draw cards, drawing as many cards as they would like, using Davriel's offers and conditions, which are going to be kind of random, but there's a controlled randomness to it. You just play him enough, discount him enough, just keep doing the thing. I'm sad they got rid of that because it means I can't go bonkers with Anna Pakal here. Nothing for me to exile. Anna Pakal might just die. I accept this. Very nice. Luminous Broodmoth? Yay! We get the animation. Aw, okay. Maybe they'll just be one of those we just kill everything over and over and over kind of guys. I'd rather you weren't. So they will get at least one activation off of Davriel. I'm hoping they get garbage offers and conditions. Sometimes you like brick on these. Usually you don't. Okay, yeah, they got the spells cost less. Creatures will cause them to lose life. Not that they have creatures, so it doesn't actually matter. Skyclave Apparition. Put Davriel in jail. Davriel will have to go back to the command zone, but he can be played again next turn because he frustratingly costs less mana. I'll take a Johnny. I assume it will be Davriel, but maybe not. They might be going for some form of, we're protecting him. Yeah, the next thing they want is whenever they draw a card, gain 2 life. Draw 3 cards and lose 6 life. Okay, well, good trade for a black deck. Since they just don't have creatures, I'm going to drop this Accursed Marauder. I think I can just get a land here, so I'll drop the Mox too. There's a land, here's a Johnny. And by the way, because their spells cost black less, they could have like cut down or something and it would just be free. Next turn, I have a good reanimation card. I have Alicia.
I value my solitude anyway.
But they could also have a board wipe. They're in mono black. They can run Meat Hook Massacre, Languish, Damnation, Toxic Deluge. You name it. They got it. They're going to be committing some crimes and getting some loot. Wish you wouldn't. Ooh, Victimize. Want to attack in first? But then, like, grab that Broodmoth? Or do I want to... I'm gonna go for transforming a Johnny first. Okay, wait. I want to play the Alicia. Anna Pakal. Luminous Broodmoth. Sacrificing Cat Warrior. They were able to exile one of them, but not both. Thank you. I kind of want Apparition in my graveyard, actually. Oh, wait, were they putting more cards in their graveyard so they could cling again? Okay, they're killing Celeste. so I don't get her ability, so I won't have enough power to bring her back. So I will move her back to the command zone. If I want to attack in here, I'd just be able to bring back Guide of Souls. I would rather have the Cat Engine. So that was a ton of removal that all happened there. I'm gonna bop you in the face. Bop. And part of why this is important to me is because it means I have a diversified set of threats. I have a Planeswalker, and I have creatures, and the creatures need to die twice unless they kill the Broodmoth first, which they're gonna kill the Broodmoth first. I'm so sick and tired of mono black control. Getting rid of my wonderful, wonderful reanimation. I just want to trigger Celeste. Well, at least she draws me cards. I actually thought about putting Roaming Throne in this deck, naming Human, but because it also costs 4, that makes it really awkward. Okay, Vraska, what's the deal? Alacia is a treasure. I'll treasure her forever. I'm going to play Celeste, discarding both of these because, well, what creatures? They don't have those. Ooh, reanimate. Looking at me. Looking at you. Oh, so many wonderful choices. It's Alacia. Are they able to cling again? How are they getting so many cards in the dang graveyard? I'm going to kill their Vraska. And I'm going to hold the Takenuma. Yeah, my whole reanimation business is getting real hindered by this. Ghost Vacuum. Okay. Once again, getting real hindered by this. She gets a swamp. At least I have the Sajani here. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to do much of any reanimation. At least Sajani. Okay, are there multiple pieces? Technically, yes. Okay, so I'm going to play a Johnny. Or sorry, I'm going to play Luris. Huh. They did not immediately hit it. They would have had to do one of these, and I was like thinking, yeah, they can only do one or the other. And even though the other one would immediately die, it would still get triggers for more damage. I don't have lethal on face, so I'm gonna bop Lily.
I'll be even more powerful next
And swing for face. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, what are they targeting? Broodmoth. Okay, in response, Takenuma. Broodmoth in hand. If that's the one you're most afraid of, then that's what I'm gonna hit. Otherwise, I would have gone for a Skyclave Apparition. Okay, they're inquiring about Kozilek, and they're going to make me discard my board wipe. That doesn't hit anything, because What creatures am I going to kill? I know you have Grizzlebrand. I know you have Shouldered in the deck, because those are part of the mono black combos, but they're not here now. Offers and conditions. Yeah, I'm going to offer you one big pile of handsome Catman to the face. They draw 3, and lose 6. Ooh, on the edge, on the verge. They have 2 mana and a discount to 1, but I have so many creatures. And some direct damage to the face. GG, Davriel, I did not like your deck. Tatyova, Benthic Druid, and a menagerie of legends here. I love having the Ajani on turn 2. It's a super strong card. I've got Reanimation through Alacia, but they're going to be landfall, draw a card, gain a life, which is kind of oppressive when you combine it with all the other landfall cards, especially the cards that let you play more lands, and then, woof, just keeps going. I'm going to try to surveil something cool into my graveyard here. That's a land. I'll keep it on top so I can maybe play Celeste. And use it to cast a Johnny! It's a cat. It's a really good cat. This card's kind of busted. Like any true Mardu deck, I did throw in just like some of the most aggressive cards, but cards that have entered the battlefields are especially good, I feel, with Celeste, because they'll go wider, or they'll trigger something, making them better to reanimate. If they have a way to, like, kill or nerf a Johnny, they'll probably use it. Or they'll just ramp. They sure have 1 blue mana. Even though Alacia would not bring anything back here, I still like getting her into play, because the more I attack with her, the bigger she gets. I can also put counters on her with Celeste, and the bigger of a creature I could potentially bring back. And I do have some ways to discard cards to intentionally put them in my graveyard. They're up to 4 mana. Course of Krufix lets them play off the top, gains them life as they do. I can put that into jail. Now put it in jail. Banish them! I could also hit the Sprawl. Swinging in. Where are my sacrifice outlets? I'd love to just be like killing a Johnny and bringing him back for more cats. Not playing this as a land yet, because I might just, I don't know, draw another land. I've got a beautiful variety of threats here. Does this say in opponent controls? Yes. Okay, so I can't kill my own cat warrior with it. Some sort of a Ramunap excavator. You know, I put things in my graveyard. I could use that. I'm going to kill the Ramunap excavator. Discard my Kami of Morning so I get a copy of it. Swinging in. Boom, boom, pow. And then bring the Kami back. Now, of these cards, which one do I want to give some insurance to? It's only when a thing of greater mana value dies, so I think a Johnny's the best target here. I love this. They just dropped a Cyclonic Rift, a card that would have reset my board because they did not ramp enough. They didn't ramp enough. Celeste just chilling here like, yeah, we finally set up reanimation. Wait, what's going on? Death is what's going on. GG. Rocco Cabaretti Caterer is a toolbox in the command zone because it can tutor for almost anything as long as it's a creature and you have enough mana to pay for it. Which, well, there's a lot of really good things that you can tutor for in Naya colors. I don't believe there's any way to do an official food chain combo in Arena. Doesn't matter, you can do some other really good stuff. Arena of Glory. It'll come in tapped, but I'm still going to keep it. I want lands. Yeah, I wonder if we'll be seeing lots of mana dorks, tutoring for removal, or for ramp, tutoring for Craterhoof Behemoths eventually. It costs 11 mana, but like, 11 mana? No problem. Let me kill this elf. Oh, Terry, you're going to be so good at bringing this back. Charitable Levy. Non-creature spells costs 1 more. Okay, fine. Stinky Goblin. It's a good Stinky Goblin. A good Stinky Goblin that's part of a combo. All the persist cards, I'm running 2 different ones, are very nice with Celeste. Springleaf Drum lets them tap creatures for mana. I had one more land, that would be cool. I can technically give this haste, but that doesn't do that much. I'm just gonna let her mill. Good cards in that graveyard. Cards good is good cards. They have 3 cards in the graveyard, so Flage can't come out yet. This is something that just bounces back into hand, right? Yeah, so you don't have to pay the tax on Cabaretti. Here they come. Are you grabbing, like, I don't know, an elf? Oh, Wirewood Symbiote. That also lets you put Rocco back into hand. Okay. I pay 2 to reanimate. 3 to reanimate when I can just pay 2 here. I kind of like setting up to Char. But Alacia lets me double. I did attack this turn. Thank you. And a Cursed Marauder. I could actually drop the Goblin here too, but I'll just put this back in the graveyard so Alacia can bring it back. Yeah, Terra is so cool. As far as like Mardu reanimate, Alacia, and Terra are all fantastic with Celeste. Terra is bae. And Alacia's gonna get a rock thrown at her. Wish I had 1 more mana. That'd be so cool. I can kill Roxanne, but then I'm not doing the thing. But I am, like, I want to get rid of Roxanne. This only lets you bounce elves. We're milling. Swinging in. Looking at what just got in my graveyard. Okay, cool cards. They're 1 short of being able to throw that at me. They do have the mana. They just don't have the cards in graveyard. Wow, lots of mana. Lands, am I right? I don't get to pick up the rock and use it? Oh, no, I do. I'm going to reanimate from their graveyard. That was cute. Tapped it for mana to untap it for mana. They can now tap for, let's see. Well, that much. X equals 3. What do you grab? Skyclave Apparition, it's removal, taking out Terra. So I can no longer use that ability. That's too bad. I could throw a rock at the Wirewood Symbiote, though. For lack of having anything else to do, it's Roxanne. Can't throw the rock at Rocco because, like, they just put it back in hand. In fact, they're going to put it back in hand, I'm pretty sure, anyway. And that will finally get me my 4th mana. Yay, 4th mana. Hooray! Yeah, from my graveyard, the things I could reanimate would be like Alacia to bring back the Marauder, or Tashar if I had another legend to cast. But I think get my 4th mana is good. By the way, there are over 40 lands if you include MDFCs in this deck. It's also just a Mardu deck, so sometimes it does this. Has the rock tap for any color? Well, it's a meteorite, so, you know, it's got some rare earth minerals in it. Or sky and space minerals, even. It's a rock from space. Rocco tutoring X equals 4. They could have gone for 5. They didn't. And why? What's the 4 you get? Eowyn, who permanently exiled Roxanne. Aww. We could get a reprint of Roxanne in the space set. She might be from the Edge of Eternities, but I don't know how she would have gotten to everywhere else, to Thunder Junction. Ugh, Jarsel. All right, Jarsel can recast the symbiote. Dang it, Jarsel. Oh my god, it's a fourth one. Hot dog. Oh my goodness. It has been so long. It's like I could Vona. Nah, I know what I need. I need to get a single trigger. Unitrash, Unitrash, Unitrash. Yes! Thank you! Go for it, Bloodghast! I mean, look at how many lands I got. So I got my other persist creature, too. If I can find a sacrifice card, one of the free sacrificers, then we're good to go. Unfortunately, with their tutor here, I think they have enough to hoof or whatever else they need to do. I was just too slow in trying to get my mana here. I did my best. Yeah, Olivia can grab Vona next turn, kill a thing. We can swing in with flying. I can get, I think, lethal next turn. Bloodghast is great in this deck. Yep, and there's the hoof. Mm-hmm. Big band swing, big band sting, big band death. Wish the goblin comes back. Look at all these big boys. Look at all the big boys. Yeah, that's -14. I tried. Tifa Lockhart once again out here to kick us in the face by doubling her damage each turn. I'm still going to keep this. I have potential removal for Tifa off the Darkstar Banister. I'm going to put that in the graveyard because I know what we do when it's reanimate. When we can, how we can. Chrome Mox. Oh, they're getting her out on turn 1, are they? Yeah, 3 lands and a Johnny. Hot dog! However, it's a Tifa, so she could win this next turn.
A beautiful day, brother.
It is a beautiful day, brother. So Tifa, is it going to be scale up? Okay, Titanic Growth. Fetch land. Regular land. I'll prevent 1 damage and flip over a Johnny. They didn't get it. No, they did. They didn't get the turn 2 win. Had they a fetch land, maybe. Yes, flip them over. It's alright, I'll drive them batty next turn. Oh, hold up, what? They just ate Tifa. I guess I'll eat their Chrome Mox, because then I can kill the Darkstar Banisher and unearth it. Cool. Alright, Tifa gamers. Tatyova, Benthic Druid. I have played against 2 of these already with this deck. What is with this matchmaking? Why is Celeste just, like, magnetically attracted to Tatyova? You know what? I don't want to know. I have a putrid goblin. I don't have a free sacrifice outlet. I have reanimation. I have something to protect me, though they're not really killing stuff in their deck. I guess I can keep this and use my surveils off the verdant catacomb to look for, well, look for a sacrifice outlet. Hello, opponent. I guess I actually wouldn't be surveilling because I can't get... I can only get the, I only have 2 surveillance in here, and one of them is not the black-red one. That's okay. I'll make sure I have all 3 of my colors. Maximum fixing. A bird. I like birds. I'm gonna use Celeste to just like discard my whole hand. It'll make me so happy. Hello. I'm Priest of Fell Rights. Don't worry, cards will be in my graveyard. Right, Celeste? One stinky Garblin. And I'll swing in for 2. They returned my priest into hand. Okay, so I can't reanimate from the discards from Celeste. That's fair. They've got 5 mana. Is it time to play Tatyova? No, they made a token copy of a land. Okay. Priest? Tiny kitty meow meow? Swinging for 2. Tatyova getting 2 landfalls, drawing 2 cards, gaining 2 life. I kind of like Celeste discard my whole hand, but I'm gonna start with this. Also let Pride swing in. Cool. And she's out of here. I was hoping to use like Gonjo, if you're wondering. Amy, why did you do it like that? Because I wanna. Cat. They're holding up like a wash away or something because they had like made the 1 copy of the island. Ugh, drawing more cards, gaining more life. Why is she like this? Now I have the answer to that question. Boop. Boop, boop. Make my monsters grow! 2 cats. Do I get rebuked? Cyclonically rifted? Spelunked. Okay. Prime time. Yeah, that'll get you 2 lands. Good news, they don't have Bajuka Bog because they're not a black deck. So they have successfully ramped into ramp, into ramp, into ramp. I'm trying to see if it's lethal off Priest. Yeah, these come in untapped. But I don't have another creature in the graveyard. Oh, return to nature. Oh, okay. Dang. 1+1/+1 counter would be nice, but I'll go for Baleful. Aw, Chocobo. Lotho. Into. Okay. Into. I'll just use the treasure. Baleful. Enjoy your card draw. And we swing! It's not quite lethal. But who knows? Maybe I'll steal something real... Cyclonic Rift. Ha! You thought you could Cyclonic Rift me? No. I will Cyclonic Rift you! Go, bird! Back into your hand! Oh, I should have waited for the treasure to get doubled. Yeah, well, there's, I'm sure, Snapcasters and stuff like that in their deck, but... Because that's how you replay Time Warp 10,000 times. But it's funnier if I bounce their birdie. GG. Yan Jansen, Chaos, Crafter. I've played against this person before. If I remember right, they have some weird ways to untap Yan Jansen, like some Paradox Engine kind of ways. Alright, I'll keep this. Yeah, I remember the name because it's Free Shavakadu. And I love me some Free Shavakadu. So Yan Jansen lets you sacrifice your artifacts to make different types of artifacts. Either sacrificing creatures to get treasures, or non-creatures to get creatures. Forgefire Automaton, not what I want to put in my graveyard. However, still a great card to have. If I had like a cheap reanimation piece, I definitely would throw it in my grave there. Nope, it's Lotho time. It's Mardu versus Mardu. Very, very different forms of Mardu, though. I hope you cast 2 spells in a turn so I can have a treasure. I'm so ready. Oh, also, Skill Switch, thank you for the bits. Marvin! Marvin does copy Yan Jansen's abilities. Which means, I think that Marvin needs to go to Skyclave Apparition Jail. I'll swing in for 2. I can't double spell because I don't have double black. Unless I draw some, which would be awesome. Ah, dang, that's tapped. Still not bad. I'll swing in. And do I feel like just attacking their hand? Or setting up the Forge Fire? I'll set up the Forge Fire. That way if they kill another one of these, it will come back. Or if they make me discard. Lots of different things it could do. Here comes Yan Jansen. He was born in Wisconsin. Sacrifices a Chromatic Star and gets 2 1/1s. Yeah, I want to use my commander. Dropping the creatures. One of which could be brought back. Not getting a land. If I did get land, we could have a helping hand. If it was white mana. They're sacrificing in order to get a treasure. Now, what can you do with all that mana? Lands, they're in there. They're in there. If they don't get rid of Forgefire Automaton, it will be bringing back the Runeblade Razor as a 3/1. They're pondering. I fully understand. I'm gonna hit you with a, I could do this all day. Don't worry. I know you're playing like a weird convoluted combo deck because I've played against you before. But I don't have a good enough memory to remember how your combo works. Oh, hey, Necropotence. Oh, okay. Nodding, nodding. Yes. Oh, you are paying so much life. What is happening? Help? Are we good? They're gambling. Yay, I get a treasure! Is it a drawn-out scoop? I don't know. I mean, I probably would have the win even without them paying that life next turn, unless they had something big, like a big piece of removal. No, I think they're just killing themselves. Okay, all those cards go into their hand. We're gonna go ba-chunk. Ba-chunk. And then we can go ba-chunk, ba-chunk, and then ba-chunk, ba-chunk, ba-chunk. They're all very good sounds. The white flare could save them. The white flare could save them, sacrificing Yan Jansen. They gotta decide which cards they want to keep in hand. Chat's like, why don't they just do this? I don't know. Yeah, the bachunk is the sound of the counters being put on all my creatures. It's a really nice sound. Here, you're gonna hear it right at the start of the turn. Cards go away. Cards go away. Bachunk. Okay. Bachunk. Very nice. I guess I'll just go to combat. Is it the white flare? It was the white flare. Look at that. But they can't draw cards. So that's fine. I'm trying to think if I have a way to, like, bring out the Cruxa on their turn, which would be, I think, pretty nasty good. They got game plans. Yeah, it's, your life total can't change. Permanent gain, hexproof, and indestructible. And they did leave him in exile? Where is he? Or in the trash? Yes, Necropotence does trigger Tival. Alright, you've tutored. You got 4 whole mana to work with. Maybe a 5th if you have a land. Okay, you're gonna get the One Ring. One Ring actually does not stop the Cruxa, because, this is each opponent. So we're fine. Let's give him a hand, folks. A helping hand. You can try to protect yourself to do your weird combo as long as you want, but your life total can change. Ah, dang, they had a non-land. That's fine. I'll just do it again. And again, and again, and again, and again. 1 sec. Do I have a way to put another one in the graveyard? Might. Still just Cruxa? Come on! I wanted to victimize, but I need more creatures in the graveyard. Make their combo harder. Why not? Makes me feel good to attack. Just as busting makes me feel good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. What did I put in the graveyard? Wow, just like my 2 mana rocks. There's 3 total in the deck. And some lands. Yeah, you would. All right. They're tutoring again. Thought about exiling that just so they wouldn't be able to do more stuff with it. What 2 mana card can you get? Yeah, you can kind of tell, like, based on the number of tutors and stuff, that they are running, like, very much combos. What's it gonna be? Can't cast spells. Creatures can't attack. One second, I'm just double checking. Is there a way that I can get through that stall? Are you done yet? Are you done, Dad? Are you done? Recruiter of the Guard. What do you recruit? Okay, it's a dual caster mage combo. And they kill themselves. Okay, that's what it was. It was a dual caster mage combo deck. Where you use it to copy a thing that copies the thing that copies the thing that copies the thing. Probably going on forever. Sure. All right. GG. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. And a special thank you to Spawn, who is the person who requested this deck. Spawn is one of the Big Dog members who helps support my channel on YouTube. And as part of joining that tier, they got to request a commander, and they chose Celeste Rune Knight. And, well, Celeste is really cool. She's very good. And the combo that she kind of has with these persist creatures is easy enough to do, even without tutors. Though, if you wanted to, you could put some cards that, like, tutor the card into your graveyard or into your hand, because there's a bunch of those in both white and black, which are very accessible to this deck. I do think, though, that running this as not entirely a combo deck and a bit more of like a mid-rangey aggro beatdown deck is super fun. I really liked getting to use Celeste and the combination of other reanimation-y creatures that we've got. I already think that this Alacia is one of the best commanders we've had in recent years, so getting to combine that with even more benefits and also white mana makes it more awesome. If you're looking for the deck list, you can find it in the description below. And if you would like to suggest a commander not through the membership program, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see. Maybe you really want to see Terra. I want to see Terra. She's one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters. And also, if you have comments about Celeste's design, please join in on the conversation. I think most of it didn't make it in this video, but we were having a lot of talk about how this Celeste card, I guess her flavor is she's bringing everybody together after the world of Ruin, and has nothing to do with the fact that she, like, absorbs magic. She doesn't even have ward. I don't know why she doesn't have ward. It would make sense, but she doesn't. I have a feeling it got, like, cut sometime in development. But yeah, I want to hear what you guys would choose to do with this card. I think they made her more of a graveyard thing in order to fit better with Terra, because they're both the commander precon commanders, so they did what they could to fit the theme that they had, which is graveyard stuff. And oh yeah, it's graveyard stuff. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.